that to the comments. Tea in my system. Good morning. Good morning. I haven't been able to go live in a few weeks. I found out why. Had a whole situation with my phone. And good morning, KC. Ooh, you came in early. You ready. You ready for the stuff. Yes. Hey, girl. So I had an issue. I couldn't go live because I had an issue with my phone. The screen went out. Then AT&T put me through a whole bunch of bullshit. So I had to go just buy a phone to hold me down until this other phone came in. Till my new phone came back in. And that phone wouldn't let me go live. All this time I thought it was Facebook. I done talked mad shit about Facebook. I done dogged Facebook out. I done dogged Mark out. I did. Because I just knew that it was Facebook tripping. But it was that poo-ass phone. So I got my phone back. Here we are. Great morning, Denise. Great morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, I feel like, I don't know. I got used to going live. So I feel like, I haven't been live in a while. So I feel incomplete. Feel incomplete, okay? So, y'all know how I say, I'm so happy to be here. So I had to go ahead and get me some tea. And I got me a blend going with rosemary. Rosemary is good for clarity. It's good for your memory. It's good for the third eye. And a bunch of other shit. That's why I'm drinking it. Because I feel like we're talking about anything, Grand Rise and Angie, we're talking about anything spiritual. I feel like, and I need to make sure that my energy is open to understanding, paying attention, listening, being able to receive messages. So that's why I want to drink some rosemary. And I have ginger in here because y'all know I got issues with my stomach. So as long as I continue keeping ginger in my system, I don't have flare-ups. I noticed that. As long as I consume ginger on a regular basis, I don't really get flare-ups. So we're going to keep drinking ginger. And what else I put in here? Some lavender for calming and relaxation. Yes. So, because I felt a little nervous. I was a little nervous because, I don't know, I love to talk about my spiritual journey. However, it gets a little deep sometimes. And sometimes shit get deeper than what I wanted to get. And y'all know I get emotional. I be looking stupid. Y'all know I try. I know it's okay to be emotional, but that's still something that I'm working on. So, I'm learning to get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, when it comes to this. So, I know I got quite a few people. Denise, you say you need a rosemary OD. I get my herbs from Herbal Blessings. I go buy an ounce of rose, whatever I need, and I'm going to get an ounce of it. Hey, Shamanica. So, Shamanica, I did not realize that the walk and the pop-up shop was the same day. I was telling Robin that at the pop-up shop, I said, girl, why? I don't know why. I thought the walk was Sunday. I don't know where my head was at. But I definitely was tripping. So, I know quite a bit of people who are kind of going through that beginning stage or, kind of stepping into spiritual awakening, stepping into understanding the spiritual self. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because people don't be wanting to call me till I get live. Y'all remind me to take my phone off of Do Not Disturb at the end of the live. But I know quite a bit of people who, have a lot of questions and they ask me a lot of questions, about things that they're experiencing, things that they are noticing about themselves or coming across and that might kind of throw them off a little bit. which can be spooky. You know, I be like that hocus pocus shit. So, I wanted to do this live so I can make sure people realize that it's okay to experience some things that are out of the ordinary. That is a part of the process that comes with the territory. So, hey Nika, hey Adrian. So I wanted to do this live and do these pros and these cons so you can realize that you are not losing your damn mind. You are not crazy. And yes, everybody else is probably going to think you are, but that's okay. I wanted to create a safe space for people to know that it's okay to be different. It's okay to walk in a different light, to go a different path than what people are used to you doing and what they expect you to do. It is okay to do what the fuck you want to do, because everybody else that has these expectations for you, they do what the fuck they want to do. But when it comes to you doing what you want to do, then it becomes an issue. So fuck that. And I got some notes written out. Y'all know I always gotta cover my notes. Y'all already know. So I did the pros first, and then I did cons. There are a lot of pros, but I have so much written down because I kind of started to tap into the area of clairsenses, which kind of gets a little detailed, just a little bit. So, I can't even touch, wait. I'm trying to see the whole comment. Didn't realize I had an altar set up for my grandma. I left a jar of water that I was drinking in front of her picture and started hearing her voice. I thought I was tripping, or it was my own thoughts. That's an ancestor altar. Oh, okay. Go on and invite Granny back on. Invite Granny on in. You ain't did nothing wrong. And just stay tuned. Just stay tuned, because when I get into the clairsenses, that's gonna come back to you right there. Okay, so we're gonna come back to that comment. Hey Jazz, we're gonna come back to that comment, Casey. All right, put a pin in that motherfucker right there. All right, so I got some pros written down first. Now keep in mind, y'all, this what I'm about to say, or things that I've written down, my notes, these are from my personal experience, from other people that I know that have experienced these things, and also from things that I've read, because y'all know I love to read. So there's not some shit I'm just making up off the top of my head. I promise it's valid. Again, these are my experience, other people's experiences, and then just information that I've come across in the past to help me understand signs, symbols, and ways to notice that you are going through a spiritual awakening or your early stages of a spiritual awakening. Okay. So, pros, a deeper connection with self, with the universe, and with the spirit. So when you start to open yourself up spiritually, when you start to take the steps to really find your spiritual self and not so focused on the physical self, you get a deeper connection with self. You start to realize, like, damn, I really didn't know who the fuck I was. It's like, it's a self-awareness. And it's a beautiful thing once you start to step into that, because you're wondering, what the fuck have I been? Like, what the fuck have I been? How did I miss this person? And you realize that you are fucking awesome. You know, that coming to that realization that you are fucking awesome, coming to the realization that a lot of things in the physical realm are just the physical realm and they're not that fucking important. Being able to realize that feeding your spirit is a necessity versus being so focused on attending to the physical. Now, don't get me wrong. You got to take care of your physical self. You have to. Good morning, Alicia. You have to take care of your physical self. But what I mean by feeding the physical self, as far as material shit, you know, when you start to separate from material shit and become more focused on your spiritual shit, it's like your eyes are open. It's like you woke up and you're like, man, where the fuck am I? That's a beautiful thing. You feel more connected to the universe. You feel connected to the earth. It's just a deeper connection that takes place in life. Hey, Prashonda. It's a deeper connection that starts to take place in your whole life. Becoming more intuitive. Your third eye opens. So we all know about that thing, women's intuition, how you just know shit. You be like, how the fuck did I know that? But you just know it. That is a blessing that's given to us as women. However, it gets deeper than just woman's intuition, a spiritual intuition. Your third eye being open right here. This is the eye that doesn't have an eyeball, okay? It don't matter. It's there, okay? Know it's there. Matter of fact, if you're watching this, wipe that motherfucker off. Just wipe it off so you can see me better. There we go. So that third eye, that's tapped to the third eye chakra, deals with your intuition, deals with clarity, being able to see things beyond the naked eye, being able to tap in to things that are just always not physically there. A lot of times we feel like we have to see it to believe it. It has to be tangible. But no, that third eye, it gives you a deeper insight. It gives you a deeper sight. It is an eye way deeper than these motherfuckers right here. Okay? Because we'll see some shit with our naked eye and still be doing dumb shit and still ignore what the fuck we physically see. Hello. Okay. We see some motherfucking shit happen right in front of us. No, that wasn't, no. Yeah. So this motherfucker right here is going to take you a little bit deeper and peel back some layers. It's going to peel back some layers for you. It's going to go a little deeper. It's going to give you a 3D. It's going to take you into another dimension. So, that is definitely a part of spiritual awakening, being able to start seeing things, being more intuitive, getting more clarity on things that take place around you or to you, even to people around you. You at one point you're understanding things now differently than in the past you wouldn't have. Oh yeah, you're more able to read people and read energy easier. You can read a room a lot differently. I say a lot. I gotta work on that. I'm sorry, y'all. So being able to read people and read energy is a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse because you start reading people that you kind of care about and you start seeing true colors. And when somebody shows you who they are, you gotta believe them, right? White sage. Okay, I'm finna spray this because I ain't like no sage. This is white sage and cedar spray. And I just realized I didn't really cleanse the area that good before I started this up. Okay. Ooh, that smells so good. So, back to this. Sorry, y'all. I had to handle that. Reading people and reading energy. So, yeah, blessing and a curse. So, for instance, you have a favorite auntie. Let's go with that. You had a favorite auntie, and you start to notice things about your favorite auntie. You've been around this auntie all your life. Your whole entire life, you've been around this auntie. And you started to see that auntie be lying. You start to see that auntie kind of sometimes has ill intentions towards other people. Might not even be you. You start seeing that auntie might got a real funky ass attitude. You might see that auntie is jealous, auntie a hater. You might start to notice all of this. And you like, I've been around this person all my life. Never noticed this. Yeah. Because you wiped off that eye right there. You are now becoming more intuitive. You're now getting more clarity. You can now start to see and feel things differently. That auntie come in the room and you just get a feeling in your chest or in your stomach or in your throat. Yeah, you can feel auntie energy. Auntie coming in the door with the bullshit and say, your mama arguing. or her and your uncle arguing. You know, parents too, Casey. Ain't nobody exempt. Nobody exempt. Nobody. For some of you, for some of my older folks, you know, my more seasoned folks on here, I don't mean no harm by saying that, but older than me. You got grown kids. You might feel this way about some of your kids. You know? Everybody takes a different path. Everybody, you know, has things going on. You know, and you never know what the fuck they got going on and what they dealing with. Energy doesn't die, it transfers. Yeah, that's the preacher. Ooh, where my book at? I need to write that down. I'm working on my oracle deck, my oracle card deck. So I got to remember these things that I be saying. Those are going in the deck. So I got to remember that. I say that too. Energy don't die, transfer. Let me sip my tea right quick. Ooh, that's delicious. So with that, with knowing that, you know, and we going back to auntie, because this could real life be somebody's best friend. This could be a mama. This could be your brother. This could be your granddaddy, whoever. But we going with auntie right now, okay? So when auntie come around, you get this feeling in your stomach. You get a lump in your throat. You get like you know, like a roller coaster, how your stomach drop, or when you about to get in trouble. Remember as kids, when you know you finna get a whoop and your parents call your name, oh shit, that kind of gut feeling. Or you feel like pressure in your chest. That's that person's energy. You feel it. You feel it. And damn, it's auntie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Prashana. I'm sorry to hear that. Auntie, get it together, sis. So, damn, I'm trying to stop umming. So, with that, you have to now be responsible enough on your end to know how to handle auntie. Look, Casey, not auntie. Yeah, tell auntie we ain't even finna play like that today. We ain't gonna play them games, auntie. Sage her ass. Where she at? Go sage auntie. Go sage TT. So with knowing that, cause now it's like y'all know the term, when you know better, you do better. You know, good morning, Tasha. When you know better, you do better, right? So because now you know auntie on some fuck ass shit. You know brother or cousin on some fuck ass shit. You know they on some fuck shit. And you still try to deal with them as you normally would. And now y'all having issues and that dumb shit coming your way. That's your motherfucking fault. You already felt it. Especially if you felt it before it came your way. If you seeing how that person is moving with everybody else and what the hell they doing, and you still trying to, I'ma stick beside her. Y'all know them TikToks. That's your auntie? Yeah, you gonna stick beside, I'ma stick beside her. You gonna stick beside TT, because that's you love her and all that good shit. But you see TT is fucking everybody else. You see TT them stole from grandma. TT bought you some snacks with that money she stole from grandma. And you thought you left your little coin purse right by there and she wasn't finna steal from you too? So it becomes your motherfucking fault when you choose not to take the proper action to protect yourself. Real talk. So, reading people, being that lump in the throat, that pressure in the chest, that feeling in the gut, listen to it. That is energy smacking you like, hey, bitch, pay attention. So, when you become, Kylie, what do you eat? When you become more spiritually in tune, more spiritually awakened, that shit will start to happen to you. And when you notice that happening on multiple occasions with the same person, and the same people, then it is time for you to be careful and protect your energy and protect your space. Yes, Grace, ignoring intuition is very fucking dangerous. It can damn near kill you. Real shit. Empathic abilities. So, a lot of people now are becoming more familiar with the term empath. I know some people just like, yeah, I'm an empath. You're not. You're not. Just because you can guess what's wrong with a motherfucker don't make you an empath. A lot of the terminology has become now used for entertainment purposes, for trend purposes, because people think being an empath is fucking cool. This is why we're having this live now. Anybody you know that's trying to do any of this spiritual life, they think this is a game, they think this shit is really for play, or they think this shit is cute, send them to this motherfucking live. So, empathic abilities. You might have already been an empath but never knew it or wasn't able to fully tap into it because you were not more aware or in tune of your abilities. So a lot of times they kind of come strong. They come to you stronger after you start to do spiritual practices or dibble and dab into more spiritual things and to bring awareness to self. So you'll notice, goes back to auntie, those feelings, those 3 feelings right there, that's a part of empathic ability. Because you can't, as soon as auntie walk in the door, because we're going to keep using auntie for an example. As soon as auntie walked into the door, you instantly felt physically. You physically felt it, right? Okay. Then, not only that, when she walked in, you looked at her and you can see already she looking crazy in the face. Then you already had a feeling. You like, she about to go in there and argue with my mama. And she walk in there and the argument happens. Okay? You can feel somebody before they show up. You sitting in the house and it's completely quiet. And you get a feeling come over you and then you get a knock at your door. Phone call come through. Phone call come through. As soon as that call come through, you get a lump in your chest. Person answer the phone. They give you bad news. Or they come in with some bullshit. You can feel it. Somebody, somebody come around and you like, you must be having a bad day. Damn, how you know that? I can feel it. You can just feel it. A lot of times other people's emotions will attach to you. So again, why people want to say this empath shit is fun and games, it's fucking not. Because what I don't want to do is feel nobody else's shit when I got my own shit going on. I'm already having a bad motherfucking day. And you think I want to walk up and feel your shit? I already know you having a bad day. I can already tell. Then I walk off, I still feel extra pressure in my chest because I feel what you got going on. That is some bull motherfucking shit. Bull motherfucking shit. Then you take your ass to work. Oh, okay, here I go. Now I'm finna put my own experiences. I'm already having a bad day. Take my ass to work. We know I work in a bar. Guess what people like to do when they come in a bar? They like to come in and drink because sometimes they're doing what? Escaping what the fuck they got going on in life. So I still like to mind my motherfucking business. I'm still come in and speak to everybody. But I walk past, hey, how you doing? Get to this motherfucker. I can feel it. But I still, hey. And I got to shake that shit off. So I got my shit. I'm having a bad day. I done felt your shit. One of my friends that called me, dumped they motherfucking shit on me. Now I'm feeling bad for this bitch all goddamn day. Then I come in here and did what y'all motherfuckers are. Man, you tripping. It's not unicorns and rainbows. None of it. That shit is heavy. Heavy as fuck. And if you don't know how to release it or to get it off you or to cleanse, you're going to walk around with a fucking weight on your shoulders. And I got a bad shoulder. I ain't got time for that. So now I'm going to tap into clairsenses. I'm still understanding and learning clairsenses. So eventually I'm probably going to do a live just specifically on clairsenses. But for now, I'm just going to give y'all a little snippet of all 6 It's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I felt like it was very necessary to add in the clairsenses because usually once you kind of start tapping to your spiritual self, these things will start to reveal themselves more to you. However, you've probably already been experiencing them over the course of your life, but didn't know and didn't pay any attention to it. So now with that awareness and you hearing it, you probably gonna be like, dang, I've always did this, or I've always felt that, or you'll know what's going on. Hey, Shamanica. And who else did I just see come in? Hey, Wanda. Hey, Sticks. It's like being a magnet that everybody else's shit attaches to you. Exactly. So learning how to release that shit and learning how to detach and cut that cord is what'll be essential and what'll be very helpful. Learn how to cut those cords and detach that shit off of you. I've had struggles with that, especially with people that I'm close with, I really care about. I'll still wear that shit on me, because I care about you. So that can become very fucking difficult. Again, comes with being a fucking empath. This shit is not unicorns and fucking rainbows. Okay. So let's start with clairvoyant. I know you've probably heard people say they're clairvoyant, or people are trying to increase their clairvoyance. And here it goes. I'm going to just go with it. Clairvoyant, clear sight, memories, visions, seeing spiritual beings. So you might see shit, angels, demons. You might see dead people, you might see shit. Seeing symbols, seeing angel numbers, things that are symbolic. So for instance, let's say, for instance, say your grandma used to write her W's a certain way. And you've never seen anybody write their W's like your grandma. Okay, she's passed away. Okay. So let's say she only wrote her W's a certain way. And you've probably randomly had a dream about your grandma recently. And then you saw somebody write their W just like her. Or you saw something and it looked like that same W, that your grandma used to write. Things like that, those symbols like that. That's just an example. Angel numbers, seeing 1111, seeing 222, seeing 1234 on the regular, seeing your birthday on the clock all the time. Angel numbers, things like that. Consistently seeing numbers. You might have seen 7 this morning. Then you drive and then you see somebody like, wow, Prashonda, I just said 7. And then you just said 777. I swear I said that before that popped up. Crazy, right? We aligned. That's what that means. We in aligned energy right now. So you might have saw 7 this morning somewhere. Then you get in the car and the person license plate 77777. Then somebody sends you a cash app of $70 or 111. Yeah. So angel numbers. That is also a sign. That's also a sign too. That's clairvoyance. That's receiving messages through sight or being able to tap into things and getting understanding through sight. I always catch my birthday all the time. And usually when you're catching your birthday, I want to say that means you're at the right place at the right time. When you catch 111, what is 111? That might be, hold on, Calvin. I'm going to pull up them angel numbers right quick. Let me look in this phone. But yeah, seeing those angel numbers are signs. So when you consistently see those, like I use Pinterest for everything. I love the app Pinterest. I look like a lot of my spiritual things I look up, I find them there because it gives me articles that I can go, check out. So I normally look up angel numbers on Pinterest. This thing taking forever to load. I normally look up my angel numbers on Pinterest. Y'all, this thing taking forever to load. So inbox me, Nikki, with your angel number, and Prashonda when the live is over, both of y'all inbox me y'all angel numbers. And I'm going to send y'all the info I got. So, yeah, clairvoyance. Seeing stuff, pretty much. to put it plain as fuck, seeing shit. Again, also through dreams, too, you know. Memories, visions. So you can be sitting here watching this live. You might get a vision of you standing by the oranges at Kroger. Then next thing you know, in a few days, you at Kroger standing by the oranges and you run into somebody you ain't seen in years. Bam, like shit like that. You're like, damn, I just had this vision. I saw this when about to happen. Bam, didn't know it was going to lead me here. You know, ooh, so. Clairaudience. KC, this taps back to you. This is, I said, put a pin in that comment. Clairaudience, clear hearing, inner voice, other voices, singing, high-pitched sounds, warning sounds, and also hearing deceased loved ones. Yep, clairaudience. So, especially if you hear, like, I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but I do. Random high-pitched sounds in your ear. I'm still learning and understanding how that shit works, but that does step into clairaudience. Those are usually messages, warnings, something in somebody is trying to get your attention or trying to keep you from doing something or going somewhere. It's usually trying to, yeah. You about to set a doctor's appointment. Casey. I feel you though. This is why this live is necessary. See? I just saved you $30 for your damn copay. Because you know them specialists be $30 or $40. Okay. All right. Because you're going to have to go to an ENT. That wasn't going to be your primary care physician. All right. I'm sorry, that old insurance health Humana shit just popped out, didn't it? Okay. So, clairaudience. So you're hearing shit. All right. Or you might hear like a certain song that, and I keep going to grandma's because normally we are really, I still have mine, but I know that that's a close ancestor to a lot of us, you know. So when you are closer to usually your grandma, that's probably the close ancestor that passed away. So it's easier to relate to a grandparent. So say you start hearing a song, you ain't nobody in the house but you, and your grandma used to hum This Little Light of Mine, and you all of a sudden hearing your grandma humming This Little Light of Mine, and ain't nobody in the house but you, and you know your grandma been dead 5 years. Clairaudience. That's her. Like, hey boo, how you doing? I'm here. I came to visit. How you doing? I miss you. I love you. I'm still here. You know, that's that a message from the beyond. But that high-pitched shit, yeah. Say you about to go do something real stupid. Say you about to go, kill a nigga car. Okay? Say you about to go kill that nigga car. Because some dumb shit happened. He probably he don't deserve his car keyed. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with nobody properly. Key his face. Okay? But no, don't do that either. Please, I'm sorry. I'm joking. Oh my God. Don't take this one clip and then put me on blast all over the internet. I was joking. So, say, you in your mind thinking, I'm about to go do some shit. I'm about to go fuck him up. I'm about to go do this, go do that. And as soon as you walk out the door, you get a fucking loud ass in your ear. You get that? Go take your goofy ass back in the house and sit the fuck down and just leave that nigga alone. How about that? That was a warning. Because guess what? You hear that high pitch, like, what the fuck? And you still get your ass in the car. You crank that bitch up and you pull off. You get pulled over by the fucking police because your license suspended and you got weed in the car. And you ain't know your license suspended. Motherfucker got a warrant out for your arrest. Now you done went to jail. You didn't get a chance to kill his car. See, y'all know shit like that happens. Okay? So, My grandma knows that scares me. She comes, but she stays hidden. Okay, so Nikki, I can relate to that because I'm not good with physically seeing stuff. That doesn't do well with me. I freak out. I'm getting better now. I'm getting better because now I'm more understanding to, you know, their gifts that God is giving, you know, so I need to use them before I lose them. So I'm very honest though. I'm still fucking with, like, you ain't got to come see me. Come to me in a dream. You ain't got to physically be there. So I do know that my spirit guides, they don't always try to come to me physically because they know it's hard for me to receive a message that way because I'm too freaked out, you know. So they come to me in different ways. Don't get me wrong. Over the last couple of months, I've seen some stuff, and I'm like, okay, they like, come on, girl, get out that scary shit. Let's go. We got work for you to do. Come on. So they trying to pull me out my comfort zone. Yeah, like something was in my room the other night. I felt it, but I was scared to open my eyes. So I just kept my eyes closed and fell back asleep. Like I felt something in my room or somebody, whoever it was. A few weeks ago, or was it last month, I saw somebody came to visit me. You know, I don't know who, I could tell it was a woman though. And when I kind of was trying to see closer, then they faded back away. Like where my chakra mat is in my bedroom, it was like they faded back into the mat, you know, into the thing. And I was like, here we go with this shit. But I wasn't nervous because I didn't feel a negative energy off of it, you know. Now, when I said I didn't want to open my eyes, it was unfamiliar. It was unfamiliar. So I don't know. I think that was like maybe somebody coming to visit me for the first time. Don't know who it was, but it felt weird. It wasn't like negative, but it felt different. It was different. So I'm like, that was somebody different, and I just didn't feel like, I just kind of wasn't trying to deal. So I kept my eyes closed, and I went back to sleep. Remember, this shit is not unicorns and rainbows, okay? Hey, Keisha, hey Keisha. I thank you, AJ, for making sure my girl was on here. Hey, friend. So, okay, so yeah, KC, like daydreaming. Yeah, it's like you'll be sitting there or you'll be watching TV. Hell, I was watching Game of Thrones or something, and I had a vision of something. And I was just like, then I kind of like snapped that of it and like, damn, tune back into the show. It happens. So, yeah. Adrian, don't start. Yes, ma'am, I'm being open. I'm being open. I know, Adrian. We had this discussion. I know. D, you can shut the hell up. I'm definitely scary. Hey, I'm going to say this, though. I'm not running from it. Well, I probably was because I kept my eyes closed. However, I ain't freaking out. I'm trying to take things in one step at a time. One step at a time. Because once you start opening yourself up, your spirit guides been waiting on you. So they're like, all right, here. Pow, pow, pow. It's like dodgeball. So, and they hit me with dodgeballs. And I'm trying to just, yeah. Next is clairsentience. Did I say that right? Clairsentience. Yeah. Or clairsentience. I keep fucking up this pronunciation. Yeah, I done looked up how to pronounce this shit 3-4 times, and I keep saying it wrong. Hey, I done did the little voice thing on Google, everything, and I forgot what the hell they said. I don't know why this damn word gave me some type of anxiety or something. But we're going to go with clairsentience, okay? So, that is feeling, clear feeling, being able to feel, all right? Tuning into your psychic info through feeling, emotions, physical sensation, presence of spirits, angels, low vibrational entities, right? So, Kylie wants to be a part of the live too. So, with clairsentience, oh Lord, y'all help me. With clairsentience, that's feeling. So remember when I talked about auntie earlier? You get that lump in your throat when negative ass auntie show up. Okay, we gonna call her negative ass auntie. When negative ass auntie show up, and you get that feeling in your throat, or that pressure on your chest, or that lump in your stomach, like a nervousness, that is also clairsentience. Like you're feeling, you can feel that shit. Like you like, it is bullshit. Come, you can feel it. It's very, very vivid. It ain't gonna be faint at all. Like, it'll be a really strong, deep feeling. It won't be like a little tickle. It's gonna be like a lump. You feel in your throat, like somebody pushing on your chest. Like you going down on a roller coaster when it hits you in the stomach. So being able to feel when your hair stand up on your arms. Hair standing up on your arms. Getting hot. It's feeling. Physical. Yep. And physical feeling. Yes. Most definitely. When the hair stand up on your arms, on the back of your neck, that might be low vibrational entity. See, I don't know exactly how no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm still not familiar on feeling low vibrational entities as far as like spirits. You know, when something that's not of a physical human energy. I'm not able to really tell when I'm around something negative like that. I'm not that deep into them. I'm okay with that. But I know for sure when a person is low vibrational, I can usually feel that. Yeah, I can feel that. So, for instance, I had somebody come into the job. It was a lady. I've never seen this lady before. She came to visit one of the gentlemen in there. When she came in, not only did she have a mug on her face, it's like when she entered through the door, as soon as the door, like, hit right behind her and closed her energy in with us, something came up in my whole body. I was like, it made me be like, this was like months ago. Do you remember, I forgot who the lady came in here to see. I'm definitely not going to say it on live. But it was a short lady. She was dark skinned, and when she came in, she sat all the way on the end corner table with somebody she came to visit. And I started saging the whole building. I just walked through saging. And somebody was like, dang. Somebody, yeah, I'm like, I felt whatever that lady brought in with her. We couldn't do that. So that's also clairsentience. Did I say it right? That. Love. Oh, okay. So Adrian, we come into that. That is damn it. Adrian, that's clairalience. We're getting there. Clairalience. Being able to smell people and low vibration entities and people, that's clairalience. But we come into that. Yeah. Quit jumping the gun. Hold your horse, Adrian. Hold it. Hold your mule, sis. D, so you remember. Yeah, she was looking stupid. Girl, you're so silly. But yeah, so that was me definitely tapping into my clairsentience. I think it's sentience. It is sentience. Because when I pushed the button on the thing on it was like sentience. It was sentience. Okay, I'm sorry. There we go. I think. Okay. I prefer to be correct. That's why I looked up how to pronounce it multiple times, and I still can't get it right. So, that's clairsentience, being able to feel. So, like when I say I can feel something in my room when I was asleep, I felt something in my room. Like I can feel an energy. I felt somebody's presence. Next is claircognizance. Claircognizance. I can tell, I can feel their vibes. I don't know if you're good or not. Yep. You can feel it. You can feel it. Look, Nikki, a lot of times we all go against the grain. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, we try to think, you know, maybe my intuition is wrong. That's just human nature. You know, we all do that. So, it's fine. So, claircognizance is clear knowing. Clear knowing. Knowing without any evidence. Inner knowing, prophecy, guidance, and messages from the spirit realm, receiving downloads or info. So, claircognizance is, and I had claircognizance and clairvoyance kind of mixed up. I thought clairvoyance was just knowing, but clairvoyance is seeing. Claircognizance is just knowing, which makes sense. Cognizance, cognitive, duh, Sarita. I'm still learning. Work with me. So, with claircognizance, women's intuition, third eye, all of that. Hey, Sylvia, I know you finally caught me, girl. So, third eye energy, that's claircognizance also. You know, just knowing shit. Like, I've been told I'm very intuitive, which shit, I fucking am. And it's weird because somebody can come start telling me about something that they're dealing with. Just give me the first scratch to begin about, oh yeah, and then this and this going on, and this and this too. Damn, how you know? I'm like, I just can feel that's what was happening. And I guess I say feel, but it really in actuality is just randomly fucking knowing. That's claircognizance when, yeah, that's a Cancer thing. Where, well, Nikki goes back to being children of the moon. The moon is what taps into your intuition, what taps into your rhythms, your unconscious self, all of that stuff. So it's like you're unconsciously already aware of things. So yeah, it's just being a moon child. Yeah, if you tap into it. Yeah. So yeah, Cancers, male and female, are naturally, women are already intuitive already. But a Cancer woman and a Cancer man, very, very, very intuitive. Like Nikki said, if you tap into it, you know. So with that, that's a blessing and a curse. Shit, because you already be knowing folks be lying to you. They be lying their ass off, and you know they lying. Ooh-wee. And then they just keep lying. And you just like, and you know, well, nah, but, and they want to keep trying to convince you that they asses ain't lying. And I'm like, you know, I do spiritual work, right? You know, okay, anyway. Because I don't know what the hell be wrong with people. Hey, sis. I don't know what the hell be wrong with people. That shit is stupid. So, I had a moment, didn't I? Dumb. So, with claircognizance, it's very important to pay attention to that intuition, to that just knowing shit. Like, if somebody done invited you out and say, okay, say your homegirl invited you out and she tell you everybody who's gonna be there. And one of the people that's going to be there, you know that y'all don't really rock well. And you already had in mind the next time you see this person, y'all probably going to throw hands. Right? Okay. Hey, La. So, you still like, you know what, fuck it. They're like, come on, girl, just come anyway. It ain't going to be like that, girl. That bitch dumb. She don't know. So, you get there. Oh, yeah. So, you get there. You know it. You know in your mind, like, this shit not going to be good. You just know this. You know that this person gonna be on the foo-foo shit when you get there. You get there, first thing you do is say some smart shit. Now you done hit the bitch in the mouth. Because you knew what was about to go down. But you still took your goofy ass over there. Or out with them. Or whatever the case may be. You just knew that wasn't gonna go right. You meet somebody. You start dating them. And in your mind, you're like, yeah, I don't think this ain't even gonna be right. You know it's not. You already can sense this person's energy. You already know that this is not right up your alley, you know, but you still, well, I'm gonna just go for it anyway. And you, in your mind, you can already see that this is not what's up. And you still go and deal with this person. And shit go left as fuck. Now here you go talking about I hate men. Ain't no real men out here today. Or all men this, all men that. No. You took your dumb ass over there knowing all well that you knew that shit. You just knew it. You just knew. You're like, I know this ain't gonna work, but fuck it, I'm gonna go anyway. Why? You wasted gas. You wasting a good outfit. You wasted that man's time. Then you mad because he ain't hitting on shit. You wasn't hitting on shit when you left the house because you knew you should take your goofy ass over there. Okay. Clear cognizance. And I have to give these real life scenarios. I have to do this because I'm not about to come again. This is shit ain't unicorns and rainbows. So I'm not about to come with no Dr. Phil ass scenario. I'm coming to y'all with real ass shit that motherfuckers do every fucking day in our community, how we operate. So I'm gonna give you examples the way I know that we operate. All right. So yeah, clear cognizance. You fucking knew better, so you should have did better. All right. Hey, baby. So next. Clairalience. That's what Adrienne was inching towards when she said low vibrational people smell funny. So, clairalience. Clear smelling. Smelling things outside of the physical sense. So basically something that you know isn't in the area right now. Like you know right now ain't nobody just freshly baked no cookies and you smelling freshly baked cookies. You know. Perfume or smoke. Like a perfume that an old relative, like, okay, let's go back to the grandma. Your grandma's favorite perfume. Maybe grandma used to wear, what's that old ass scent that everybody wears? Sweet Pea. Was it Sweet Pea or something from Victoria's Secret or Avon or something? It was a Sweet Pea or something like that or something, whatever. Let's say grandma used to spray Sweet Pea on her all the time. It's a body spray. Old spray. And grandma been dead 5 years. Ain't nobody around. White Diamond. Okay. White Diamond. There we go, y'all. White Diamond. Okay. Everybody doing White Diamond. So grandma probably was wearing White Diamond. Ain't nobody in your house over the age 35. So you don't ain't nobody in here with White Diamond. You can randomly smell White Diamond. And your grandma been dead 5 years. Clairalience. That is somebody basically reaching out saying, hey, you know, Sweet Pea. So yeah, Sylvia, I'm not tripping. Sweet Pea. Yeah. Floral scent. That's usually a message from your angels. Trying to nudge you in the right direction. The smell of a rotten stench from lies. So say if somebody's lying and all of a sudden it starts smelling like shit. Or it starts to smell like sewer or something funky, onion, something pungent, okay? Randomly. And you know nothing in the area smells like that. Clairalience. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay fucking attention, okay? What happened to me? I started smelling shit, y'all. It was so crazy. What was going on? I was smelling, I could smell boo-boo, like real life. I was like, what the fuck is... No, it ain't that breath, D. Be quiet. I kept smelling boo-boo. And I'm like, did William boo-boo? Did the dog boo-boo? What the fuck is that? And I'm walking all over trying to find the smell. And then I think Kali, was it when Kali was, no, I think William was trying to get into something, whatever the case may be. Something was going on. Somebody was doing some shit they weren't supposed to be doing in here. And because I'm like, smell boo-boo, what the fuck? And I'm like trying to go find, I'm like, what the fuck, who boo-boo? Like, what we doing, y'all? And I walked up on somebody. It was the dog or it was William. Somebody was in something they had no business doing. Clairalience. So that was me smelling that something funky. I'm like, I gotta go find what it is because I gotta get it, I gotta clean it up. We can't be having nobody here smell like boo-boo. So, and I know that's a crazy ass scenario, but it's real. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. And I'm like, damn. Oh, okay. And I never knew exactly what the term was at that time. So I'm like, whatever that was, it led me to come rectify the situation. So also, going back to like Adrienne said, and I got written down, you can smell low vibrational beings. So, hey Brandy. So low vibrational people do have a smell sometimes. Well, they do. It just depends on if you tapping into that or not. But yeah, it'll smell unpleasant. It could be any fucking thing. Anything. So pay attention to that. My grandpa used to poke people. I like the grown up in the house. I used to get hope the mess. I walk through the living room. Yep. Hey, girl. That is what we say. What the feeling was. Clairsentience. When you felt Grandpa poking at you, clairsentience. Remember, these are all pros. These are the great things that come with being spiritually awakened. Yeah. Weird shit. It's not unicorns and rainbows. Again, this is not a trend. This is not for fun. This is not for play. This is the life that a lot of us really fucking live. So these things that you see we comment and I'm talking about and reading off of, this is shit that happens real life to people on a daily basis. So when you see the ending result, or you see certain parts of the process of somebody in their spiritual awakening, and they look all at peace, and you know they doing some yoga, or they meditating, or you know they using crystals to heal somebody, you seeing that part. You're not seeing the creepy shit that happens to a motherfucker at night in they sleep. You're not seeing them home alone jumping around and flinching because they see shit and they hearing shit. You don't see that part. This shit ain't unicorns and rainbows. This shit is way deeper than what you think. This is way deeper than what we let y'all see. Because who wants to just let somebody see us losing our shit? Nah. Because people don't know how to receive that. People don't know how to receive that. So here we are trying our best to give y'all the real, but still giving you the real without scaring you and giving you the real without fabricating. So I feel like this live was necessary because a lot of people always ask me, you know, well, this happened to me. You know, what? That's spooky. That's, I'm like, yeah, well, it's a part of it. You're opening yourself up to something new. But my thing is this, though. Y'all ain't never second guess nobody catching the Holy Ghost in church. Right? Somebody standing right next to you to catch the Holy Ghost. What it like they're doing up here, right here? Going crazy as a bug, right? And what you do? You applaud it. You clap to it. Because this is supposed to be cool. They being taken over by a spirit, right? Okay. So when I'm over here meditating, getting in my zone, listening to my frequencies, and and tapping into my spiritual self, you want to say I'm being a demon. Think about that shit. Okay. So, what book do you recommend on vibrations? Honestly, and hey Amir, how you doing? Honestly, I haven't come across a book yet on vibrations. But now you got me wanting to look. Can you inbox me that question? Because when I get off the live, I don't look at inboxes, and I go back to that, and I will find you something really good. I don't know if you're familiar with Amazon Kindle. I get a lot of my stuff off Kindle. But inbox me that question, and I'm going to see what I can find for you. I've been learning more about vibrations through experience and what I've learned from, I want to say, some of my elder spiritual people that I look up to that are more spiritually in tune or further along the line have really taught me about vibration. And then I've started to then learn from experience how this shit fucking works. So yeah, please inbox me that question, and I'm going to find you a book. I'm going to find you one. So we're getting towards the end of the pros. The clairaudience was the clairsenses was a whole section in itself, pretty much, because I still got some other things up under that. So clairgustance is clear tasting, being able to clear tasting, inner taste, not tied to what you're physically tasting. So if you know you just recently had a Subway sandwich and all of a sudden you taste crab legs, that's clairgustance. Getting a bad taste in your mouth is usually like a warning to shift your thinking or shift the decision you're about to make. Sweet taste, a random sweet taste, is usually bringing confirmation and validation. And those are also messages from the deceased also, like I stated before. So with clairgustance, go back to grandma. Grandma used to bake the best cookies, right? Maybe grandma baked chocolate chip cookies with macadamia nuts in them. And you've been sitting here eating soul food. Ain't nothing you had on your plate sweet. Then all of a sudden you get this specific taste for these cookies only your grandma used to make. That's Claire Gustin's. You can be sitting there having a discussion. You probably about to get a job promotion. Or, you probably get a job promotion and you sitting down with your boss and whoever else in HR, whoever is holding the meeting or the interview, and they give you this offer. And you're kind of thinking like, damn, I don't know what I should do. And you all of a sudden maybe start to taste cheesecake or, something sweet, fruit, oranges, strawberries, something sweet, honey. You start to taste the sweet, get a sweet taste on your tongue. That's confirmation. That's like, hey, go ahead, go with it. You get a sour taste. You like, along with that sour ass offer they gave you. That's it. Claire Gustin's is being able to get your messages through taste. So all these different Claire senses all start, and you might not get all of them, because I don't think I tap into all of those. But these are definitely what people call, what we call some psychic abilities. And please don't get the term psychic twisted, because people be like, psychic, that means you can tell the future, you can read a fortune. No, goddamn, that's not what the fuck that means. All right? Having psychic abilities don't mean you can sit it from a crystal ball and pull a Miss Cleo. No, that's not how the fuck that works. Psychic abilities are when you are able to tap into spiritual realm or get messages or be able to know certain things or have certain knowledge on certain things that are not always revealed right in the forefront or for the other person or for everybody. It has nothing to do with knowing somebody's past, present, or future. That's not what that is. Psychic abilities are really based upon deep intuition with knowing and understanding. But it doesn't have to do with somebody telling you, yeah, when you turn 35, you're going to win $1 million and you'll get a big house. Hell no. She's stupid. So you got clairvoyance, which is clear sight, clairaudience, which is clear hearing, clairsentience, which is clear feeling, claircognizance, which is clear knowing, clairalience, which is clear smelling, and clairgustance, which is clear tasting. All right. So a few other pros are low vibrational people will reveal themselves to you. All right. I just named the clairsenses. So these are other pros to spiritual awakening. But yeah, low vibrational people, they'll start to reveal themselves. So you'll start to notice, like, some people that you've been hanging with for the longest, y'all been kicking it, everything been cool, and all of a sudden you start to notice, like, just like favorite auntie, you start to notice this person be on some fuck shit. This person's not the person I thought they were. They've been doing the same shit all this time, but it's just now starting to affect you differently. That means you are now starting to vibrate higher. You are now starting to vibrate on a higher frequency. And with vibrating on a higher frequency, now it's hard for y'all to do this. Well, you can't. Y'all not here. So now y'all doing this. And because you up here, you kind of looking like, and you ain't looking down on them, but you kind of like, what the fuck? Not realizing that you were low vibrational too at one point. So because you were low vibrational too, you were okay with that shit. But because you're no longer low vibrational, you're not okay with that. That's okay. That means that it is time for you to continue to vibrate higher and go into the area where you're ascending to go. Let that person do what they're gonna do. That don't mean you gotta stop being their friend. You can't hang with them. You can't kick it with them. Ain't none of that. But you have to now be more careful about who you're indulging your energy with. Like everybody can't do this. Everybody can't mesh with. Everybody can't link up. Everybody can't click up. Everybody can't. Because everybody isn't on the same frequency. Finding your tribe. Oh my goodness. That is the best part. Finding your tribe. Finding your tribe is basically learning and finding out who it is that is really a part of your spiritual circle. So finding your tribe is normally when a lot of the people who are now low vibrational, you can't really mesh with anymore. So now you start to find people that vibrate on a frequency like you. Or they might even vibrate on a higher frequency because now you a little lower than them and you're trying to get there too. You know, so finding your tribe is the best shit ever, because I know for the longest, I really kind of felt lonely. I didn't understand a lot of these changes that I was going through. I didn't understand. I didn't have anybody to do a live like this. I wasn't able to sit and listen, watch anybody's live talking that I personally knew, talking about their pros and their cons of their spiritual awakening. So I was pretty much just fucking tripping, losing my mind, and I started going to counseling. And she helped me realize I wasn't losing my mind. She helped me realize that I was going through my spiritual awakening. So in the midst of that, you start to find people that share the same interests with you. When you start finding people who also like healing sounds, find people who also try their best to keep their chakras aligned and balanced. When you also find people who like yoga, when you also find people who meditate, when you also find people who like to do spell work or candle work or whatever the case may be, then you're like, ooh, I've been looking for you. You're like, yeah, girl, I've been looking for you too. And bam. Then she like, ooh, well, I got a friend that do this too. Ooh, okay. Well, let's all meet up. And then bam, now you, and they keep going. It keep going, and you create a fucking tribe. You create a tribe. Now, I ain't saying just go out here and tell people, hey, yeah, I do this, this, and this. Hey, you like that? Want to be my friend? No, I'm not saying do that. Everything will fall in place the way it's supposed to. When you're feeling your loneliest is when your tribe gonna show the fuck up. They gonna show the fuck up, you know? So it's a beautiful thing to find your tribe, because these are people who are not gonna judge you for your spiritual work. They're not going to judge you and make you feel different or feel bad because you chose to do something outside of what everybody else does. These are the people that's going to congratulate you. They're going to push you further. And they're going to put you on some new shit. Aw, thanks, D. Aw, mwah, mwah, mwah. Well, hell, you needed some help, sis. I had to snatch you and pull you in. You know, I couldn't leave you out here. You know, I had to pull you on in. And thank you for trusting me. You know, thank you for trusting me with the work that I do for you and with you. So I appreciate you for not turning away from me when I started to do what I do. I thank you for still accepting me for the person that I am. So we had a sister moment, y'all. Don't mind us. So, self-awareness, I had mentioned earlier when I was saying you get more connected to your spirit, you get more connected. Casey. Casey, forget you, man. So, self-awareness, you get more connected with self, you get more connected with your spiritual self, you get more connected with the universe, with the earth. You know, I feel like with me getting locks, I feel like my locks made me also, it gave me a deeper connection. I feel like these are like freaking antennas. Like, when I started my locks, yeah, you know, I feel like my locks were a part of my spiritual awakening. Me being able to let go, Kali, me being able to let go so much of another piece of my physical self. I was always so focused on my hair. I need to perm my edges. I need to perm my edges. I need to perm my edge. I started doing my own damn perms. It got to, I'm like, my head had to be straight. No, and fuck that shit. This is what's up right here. So I know that this was a part of my self-awareness. You know, me being able to go ahead and put locks in my hair. This is a part of my self-awareness. You know, me being able to not be so focused or so fixated on how I feel like I'm supposed to look to society versus feeling how I'm supposed to look to be comfortable and to be me and to be free. So self-awareness, self-love also. Kali, stop. Self-love. Oh my God. when you start loving yourself, and I mean like really falling the fuck in love with yourself, you don't give a fuck what nobody got to say, what they got to do, what they got going on. You looking at them like, oh, okay. You know, I done started wearing, I think I got dog hair on me. I'm like, this shit, she was just in my face. I would honestly say when I started, you know, with my locks, and I started off with purple, and I went blue. And then the blue faded to green. Now I'm pink and purple and shit. You know, people be looking like, so you on that weird shit. Then I started wearing color contacts, Caribbean green, purple, whatever the fuck I put in my eyes. People then like, Sarita, what you got going on? Then I started wearing the slide-on jewelry in my face. The ring I wear right here, and that they be looking crazy. The nose earring I got that attached, people still like, what you got going on, Sarita? What you on that voodoo shit? You act like you from New Orleans and blah blah blah. Guess what? I act like I'm happy to be in my own skin because I am. I'm thoroughly enjoying being my fully authentic weird self. As y'all call it weird, or you won't know, I'm free. I'm free. That's what I am. I'm free. And I have no problem with being free, because therefore I'm not being tied down or being chained down by the shackles of fucking society or by the shackles of other people's opinion. So self-awareness and self-love is the fucking shit. The motherfucking shit. Sylvia, thanks for this, because I needed this way more than I thought. Oh, no problem, baby. Man, Adrian, okay. Khalid, stop. But yeah, I hit you. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Yep. Learn to fall in love with myself to the point where I'm doing things I wouldn't have done. Yeah, real talk. You got to love you. Because guess what? If you half-ass loving you, how everybody else supposed to fully love you? You half-ass love yourself. You can't expect nobody to do nothing for you that you ain't willing to do for your damn self. Okay. So we're down to the last few pros. Spiritual understanding and oneness. So you become more understanding to things that are taking place. So for instance, just how we just talked about all the clear senses. So now, because you understand that taste, you can get messages through taste. You can get messages through sight. You can get messages through visions. Stop it. You can get messages through sound. You can get messages through smell. You can get messages through all of these different ways. So because now you are aware and now you understand better, you become more, you can become one with self. You can become one with your spirit now. Because sometimes we kind of wear off because it's all over the fucking place. Because you're like, man, am I crazy? Is this God like? What will my church say if I post this? You know, so man, be more spiritually into with yourself. Worry about you and your spirit. That's it. But I'm telling you, becoming more one with self and one with the spirit, it's fucking liberating, man. Being not so tied to the outside world. And when I mean so tied to the outside world, being so fixated on trends, being so fixated on opinions, being fixated on having to do what everybody else is doing, or being worried about other people's opinions or how that's going to affect other people versus worrying about your effects for you. Sometimes we choose not to do things, or we won't do shit because we're worried about what somebody else gonna say, how they gonna feel, what they gonna think. Fuck them folks. Fuck them. Yeah, I said it. Fuck them. Yep. They are a part of the outside world if they're choosing not to be a part of your inner world. So what you can't do is worry about them. You can just cross them bridges when you get there. But don't get too fixated on that, or don't dwell too deep on that. You know, who's ever supposed to be a part of your tribe will be. Yes, Adrian, meditation is a big help. Facts. Last one. Oh, well, I already said it. the last one was caring less about people's opinions. I already said that. So let's go to the cons, the hard parts, the rough parts. So these were all, everything I just named, that was the good shit. That was the good shit. So yeah, these are the cons. People judging your new decision. So when you are deciding to become more tied into the physical, more tied into the spiritual world versus the physical world, people will start to judge you. They will, you wrong. You don't need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. I know somebody who did that and they lost their foot or their foot fell off. They was, people get real extra about you choosing to do something that you want to do versus what they want you to do. So yeah, you're definitely it's some judgment that's gonna take place with people. That whole damn talk about demonic shit and devil worship. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. So just because you chose to do something that other people in your family or whoever's around you chose not to do it, does that mean that you're doing something evil, demonic, and it's devil worship? Just because you chose to do something outside of what the church had laid out in front of you, does that mean it's evil, it's devil worship, or it's demonic? Because quite a few of the things that we do spiritually are in the Bible. Healing stones are mentioned in the Bible. Burning up herbs are mentioned in the Bible. Prayer and meditation go hand in hand. Like, okay, we ain't about to go there. But just keep in mind that it's unfair to tell somebody that they're doing something demonic just because it's unknown to you. People reject the unfamiliar, so just keep that in mind. And you are doing the unfamiliar, or you are starting to step into or tap into the unfamiliar. So with that, people are going to start to say crazy shit. So you got to pretty much just be used to people calling you a demon. Just got to be used to people thinking you're a fucking devil worshiper. You're a Satanist. Ain't the way they call it, Satanist or something like that? Whatever them weird people are. Man, they sent it anyway. Thank you, D. They sent it anyway. You've been doing PPP loans for people for a whole year. You stealing from the government or whoever the money come from, and you want to come tell me I'm going to hell? You didn't get 25 people $10,000, and none of them had a damn business. Some of them may have a job, and you want to come tell me that I'm going to hell? Oh, okay. Okay. You sell crack. You know how many lives you done ruined, how many people probably done OD'd and died from your shit, and you want to come tell me that I'm going to hell? Oh, okay. I'll meet you at the gate. So, but make sure they put me in line next to you. Like, that shit don't make no damn sense. So, I haven't set a date yet, Sylvia, because November got a lot going on. That shit is crazy to me. You start to see people's true colors. I'm stressing me some encouragement. Every time it's time for me to go to work, I get madly depressed. I feel like it's constantly being compared to someone I'm not. Hold on, let me click on that. Oh, it's okay, baby. This is a safe space. That's what we're here for. So, Brandy, that you probably, okay, you're dealing more than likely with spiritual elevation. You probably outgrown your job and probably outgrown the people there. You probably vibrate way too high for such a low vibrational place and probably people. So your spirit is unsettled as fuck. That's why you drain, because you're forcing yourself into a situation that you don't belong in. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk. And there's no problem with you interrupting. That ass. Yeah. You're like, Angela, you better than that shit. Whatever it is, you better than motherfuckers in there. And that's why they're giving you a hard time, because they see you shining, they see you bright. And they over there, tails with a crip looking. Grim Reaper looking. So they trying to suck you dry. You know what we're going to tell them? Fuck them folks. Nissan, oh, you at the slave plantation. You're above it. You're above it. You're above it. Yep. Your spirit is tired. Your spirit is tired of trying to fit in, or trying to dwindle down to be on their level. It's tired. You tired. Your mind, body, and spirit is tired. So it's now time to figure out what the next move gonna be. Because that's why you don't even want to go there. It's hard for you to be in there. Because it's no longer for you. So you need to do some meditation. You need to be figuring out what your next step is. And see what your spirit guides reveal to you, what God reveals to you. What's your next step? And I ain't saying just quit your job right now today. I'm not saying that. But it's definitely time to go ahead and start figuring out what else is going to be fulfilling to your spirit, because that's not. But if we need to talk about it deeper, just let me know. We can. You start to see people's true colors. Shit. Just like, okay, here we go. Perfect. What Brandy's going through. Ain't no telling how long you been on that job. And it probably didn't start off so bad. It probably was okay at one point. You probably enjoyed that job at one point, and then shit started to shift and change. That's because now the true colors of everybody around you are now being put on blast. And your spirit is unsettled. So now, this is one of the cons of a spiritual awakening. Sometimes you got to leave your job. Sometimes you got to leave people behind. Sometimes you got to leave things behind that you were used to. A year, okay. Yeah, you've probably elevated so much in this past year. Probably so much. Because a lot of people elevated from the pandemic to now to put us in a whole different perspective on life. So you probably your frequency is too high to be squeezing it into that motherfucker. And with all them energy vampires in that bitch. So energies, people, things start to reveal that they're low vibrational and they are no longer able to be a part of your life. This is right here, a perfect example of a card. You're going to have to let people go. Some people are going to try to leave your life. And you're like, no, fuck that. Let their ass go. Anybody that's trying to leave your life, you're going to have to let them. That's the hard part, letting people go. And for your betterment, for your energy, for your best interest, for your greater good, for your mental health, for your mental stability, you got to let certain people go. If they have shown that it's time and that they tried to leave and they want to leave, don't hold on, don't pull on, let that motherfucker go. Let them go. It's a sign. But yeah, because I know quite a bit of your Nissan workers, energy fucking vampires, who bring their ass at my job, pissing me the fuck off. Energy vampires. Yeah, I said it. I said some, not all. Feeling alone. You start to feel very lonely when you start your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening. It gets lonely. It gets lonely because a lot of people are not going to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you're going through. This especially before you find your tribe. Usually, you go through a lonely phase before you find your tribe. Some it's not all. Some it might happen like that, but you don't usually decide, okay, I'm about to start this spiritual journey, and then you have a tribe already on deck, and then they help walk you through it. That's usually not how it goes, usually. But hey, there's some exceptions. But specifically for me, that is not what the fuck happened. I all alone and lonely and depressed as fuck, mentally, internally going through some shit. And then eventually my tribe started. It was like you have to break down before you're able to build back up. And I had to have some breaking points, a couple of breaking moments before I was able to go ahead and build myself up and be able to, realize that, okay, your lonely period is over. Now it's time for you to start getting an understanding and start to reach out to people and find people that are going to be able to help you and assist you. But I did have to break down before I was able to build back up. Today Sylvia, let's try for tomorrow because I got a shitload of beads I gotta do. These are all orders of beads I gotta do. So, let's try to go for tomorrow for a reading. Let's try that. Feeling crazy. So, all those clairsenses I just talked about, y'all know that shit'll make you feel like you're losing your goddamn mind. You will feel crazy as hell. Randomly tasting some funny shit. Randomly smelling some shit. Randomly hearing some shit. Randomly seeing some shit. What the fuck? Randomly feeling some shit. And you like, ain't nobody here but me? What the hell? Yes, that shit will take a toll on you. And you seeing shit that everybody else around you don't see. Yeah, it will make you feel crazy. You will feel alone. You will feel crazy. You feel like you've lost all your fucking marbles. You will. You will start to debate if you're on the right path or not. You will start to debate with self, especially if you if you practice Christianity or grew up practicing Christianity. You'll definitely start to have this battle trying to figure out, okay, am I going to hell or what? Seriously, like, I'm gonna go to hell? What the fuck? However, that's why it's important to make sure you have a close relationship with God. Because God ain't gonna let you go too far fucking up without hitting you with a sign. Like, hey, bro, come on now, what you doing? You tweaking. So it's very important to make sure you keep a close relationship with God. And when you also realize that God is within you, that, God is the creator of all. And with him creating you and putting that God-like energy in you, you are also a God yourself. Now, I ain't saying you can go around granting wishes and shit, but remember to keep your own high expectations and your high mentality of yourself. If you feel like you are God-like and you feel like you are also a God yourself, no, you are not the God, you're not the creator, but you are a God. If he your daddy, he created you, what are you? A baby God, right? Oh, okay. So if you feel that you are created by him and you have God-like power and God-like energy, then you will have in your mind so that you can do anything and you can do all things. What they say in church, you can do all things through Christ, right? What's the difference? If you're doing it through him, he's giving you the power to do it through him. He's giving you the power to make it happen. He's giving you that energy, which is giving you what? God-like energy. Bam. Okay. But I ain't talking about shit. Other people are going to think you're crazy as fuck. Yep. So not only you going to think you're crazy, other people going to think you're crazy. Because they're going to be like, why would you say this? Why would you? Because you're doing and thinking and saying shit outside the norm. See, them basic motherfuckers like basic shit. If you're not on basic shit, then you're going to fuck them up. You're going to throw them off. People who like to stay complacent. People who like to just be okay where they are. Mediocre as fuck. That ain't your area, clearly. So they're going to try their best to keep you mediocre. Yes, ma'am. Energy vampires will attack you. You know how in the summertime, you go outside after 6 o'clock and it done rained, and then mosquitoes attacking you? Energy vampires. You're like, oh. Energy vampires. I'm sorry, Kylie. She done fell asleep on my feet. I woke up. Energy vampires, they will attack you. The higher your spiritual level goes, the more more under attack you'll be. So it's very important to make sure that excuse me, I'm sorry. It's very important to know and to be able to recognize energy vampires upon arrival. Those are those low vibrational entities you can smell. Or you can, and then here they come. Or you can, why I feel like that, and here they come. Seeing spiritual, wait. Forced to take accountability. Yeah, so when you start tapping into your spiritual self, you are definitely going to be forced to take accountability for a lot of your actions. Some of the same shit you used to be able to do and get away with, you're not going to be able to do that no more. Man, in order to prevent attacks from energy vampires, you need to be wearing protective, you need to be wearing something protective. Whether it's stones, oil, you need to be wearing something protective. You need to also be wearing something for clarity, something for grounding. I'll be honest with you, I do feel like chakra stuff, this is my opinion. I haven't read this anywhere, because I haven't read it. But I do feel like chakra things, chakra bracelets, anklets, whatever the fuck, necklace, I think chakra things do help me with attacks from energy vampires. I do. I think that when I'm trying to my best to keep my chakras all aligned, when I'm wearing chakra stuff, that's why I got the chakras tattooed on the back of my arm, because I feel like I want to always have that balance and that alignment physically on me no matter what. So stones, black obsidian, tiger's eye, red jasper, black onyx, hematite, what's some other stones? Definitely something for clarity though, so you can already be able to notice it and see that shit. So definitely lapis lazuli, labradorite, and do use some moonstone and some highlight too, because those are good with intuition and calming. Keep you calm too in the midst. I think highlight is intuition and calming for sure. And possibly third eye, possibly. I'm trying to go off the top of my head right now. But all those other stones on there were grounding stones. Red jasper and the obsidians and onyx and all of that, tiger's eye, that's good for grounding. So you need to stay grounded and protected. So those are some good stones to start you out with. If you need me to make you something specifically for that, let me know. I also had some waist beads I did specifically for the workplace energy. So if you want me to do you like a bracelet or an anklet for that, I can. Just let me know. Yeah, so you're going to be forced to take accountability. So things that you used to do and you can kind of just skate by with, nah. Spiritual self is like, nah, go make that right. You know, it's probably been times to where you kind of would leave situations open-ended and not resolved. Spiritual self, go fix that. Go handle that. Things won't sit right in your spirit unless you're going to handle it. If you're not obedient and you don't go handle it, shit's going to start happening. So, say if you were supposed... Okay, perfect example. Say I'm at work. And it's some folks that came in and went to the back that I really don't like that. But my spirit is saying, Sarita, cut that shit out. Go handle them folks. And I'm like, man, I don't want to go back here and fuck with them folks. And I keep being an ass. I'm like, nope, I want to go back there. Guess what? I'm getting stuff out the cooler for somebody else right here. I dropped something. Now I got to clean that up, clean the glass up, clean the whole mess up, all of that, because I chose not to be obedient in the first place and just go handle them people. Because they probably weren't going to piss me off this time. So, taking accountability, making sure you following your instructions, making sure when shit comes to you, listen to it and you take heed to it. Seeing spiritual visitors. I kind of tapped into that earlier. Connect with oil and burn sage after I shine before I get out of my car. Oh my. Okay. Keep doing that. And that's probably what's keeping you from losing your shit. So keep doing that. But what you need to do, Brandy, is start working on or start looking for somewhere else and something else to do. Because that feeling that you're getting is what you... Like, I was physically getting sick when I was working at Xerox. Like, I started having flare-ups back to back. That's when I found out I had gastroesophageal reflux disease. That's when I got diagnosed with my hiatal hernia. That's when I started having issues with my shoulder. Like, my body I started physically having all kind of shit going. I couldn't work no more. I couldn't work there. Like, real talk. I physically started having fucking problems. Then when I stopped working there, got shoulder surgery, and kept my job at Churchill, I was better. Don't get me wrong. That motherfucker get on my nerves too sometimes. A lot of times. But, you know, it's not doing me the way Xerox used to do me. Churchill started doing me like that. Y'all gonna have to find a new fucking bartender. And don't be surprised if it comes to that. Because I know that I'm starting to outgrow that shit. I am. Now, when is the point of where I have to leave? We don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But I do know that that's not something I'm going to be able to do forever. Seeing spiritual visitors, like I said earlier, we mentioned coming across different entities, all of that. That's also, you know, a con. Because if that's not what you like, and if that fucks with you and scares you, then bam. You know, that is definitely gonna be a con for you. Just like, because I mean, to be honest, in all actuality, I just said earlier how, you know, physical visitors kind of make me a little nervous. So that's one of my cons for me. You know, I do sometimes have to come across things that kind of fucking scare me. And that's because I am still a student in this thing. I'm still learning myself. That's why I do these videos that I do. That's why I, you know, put the information that I put out for people, because I know a lot of times I feel like I'm crazy and I'm losing my shit. And I want to make sure that I'm putting the information out so other people can understand you are not fucking losing your shit. You are just going through the steps to learn and become your higher self. That's it. That's all. Yeah, Brandy. It's time to start looking for something else. I was at Xerox a few years ago, and I was there for 2 years. When I left, when I they ended up firing me technically because I couldn't come back to work. But I think somebody was like, "Yes, Rudy, you like number 2 in over here in our section." So I was good at what the fuck I did. Like, I was like number 2. I think my brother, was I number 3? It was something. I was up there, you know. But I was good at what I did. But what I was doing wasn't good for me. That's what that was. Vivid dreams. Sometimes shit is going to come to you directly through a dream. And it's going to be scary because it's going to feel extremely real. It's going to feel real as fuck. It's going to feel so real. Depending on what the dream is, it can be very scary. It could be about you, somebody close to you, an event that's going to take place. Something. And that shit can be fucking terrifying because you're like, damn. You know, one, you're trying to figure out why me? Why does she have to get laid out on me like that? Then you're also trying to figure out, okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to tell this person or what? So vivid dreams, yeah, they can get very fucking scary. So that's another con, because sometimes you're not prepared for what the dream is revealing to you. Feeling negative energy when it's around or in the area. So back to what I talked about. Remember, negative auntie. So when you get back to those 3 feelings I mentioned, and you can get, it's other ways you can feel people's energy, but these are our most popular: feeling that lump in the throat, pressure on the chest, or your stomach drop. Those are definitely, you will know when somebody is in the area is approaching, because you'll feel like that. Hair standing up on your arm, or feel like Prashana has said, you'll feel hot, you can feel warm, you can feel cold. So many different sensations, but point blank period, you know something different that came over you when this other person or these other people done just crossed into your energy field. You already know. So that's another con, because it could be somebody that you really love and care about, and now every time they show up, they give you this kind of feeling. And you're like, damn. So acceptance, accountability, because it's up to you to take accountability to realize that this person or these people aren't any good for you, and you have to know to fucking move around and to stop fucking dealing. Lastly, being punished for not being obedient. being punished for not being obedient. So, like I said, remember I just said about like if I drop that beer bottle behind the bar because I wasn't being obedient. Should have happened. Like, man, crazy shit. I know, like if you're not careful, if you're doing candle work or spell work, should have catch you on fire because you ain't do something right. Things will happen to you for not being obedient. You, man. So, here's another example. Let's say I'm just being in a shitty mood, right? Let's just say I'm in a shitty mood. And I'm giving out real bad energy. I'm being low vibrational. And my spirit guides and already told me to cut this shit out. And I heard them loud and clear. They know I heard them. I'm still continuing to be low vibrational. And I turn around and I end up being so low vibrational that now I got a fucking migraine. The bitch lasts for hours. You want to know why? Because I wasn't being obedient. If I would have stopped acting a fucking fool, I wouldn't have this fucking migraine. Because I know better. When you know better, you do better. So when you know better, your ancestors, your spirit guides are not going to give you the same leeway they used to give you. Because you now vibrate on a higher frequency and you can directly receive messages and you can hear them talking to you and you choose to ignore them, they're going to get on your motherfucking ass. So, another example. So, let's say you like, man, I saw this wig. Let's say I saw this purple wig. And I really want this purple wig. But I know that there's a card deck I need to go purchase. It's a card deck. But it's something going on this weekend and the wig's so cute and it probably ain't gonna be there. So I'm gonna go buy this wig anyway. But I done already had dreams about this card deck. This card deck that came to me in dreams, visions. And I go past Books A Million. Take my ass to the beauty supply and go buy this wig. Now guess what? I leave the beauty supply, I got the wig, I get in the car won't start. Or I got a flat. That's being punished for not being obedient. Things like that will happen. Yep. Or, spirit guides telling me I need to go down to Herbal Blessings because I'm out of lavender. And instead of going to Herbal Blessings, I take my ass to motherfucking Chick-fil-A and come back home because I'm like, fuck it, I don't feel like driving in no more. Now the Chick-fil-A that made me sick and I'm throwing up. Shit like that. Cons come with spiritual awakening. So I done been on this live for almost 2 hours now, I think. It's definitely time for me to go. I got some shit I need to do. And I need to go recharge because I don't know why this just took a lot of energy out of me. So I'm about to get off this live. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Thank y'all so much. And I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. Like y'all know, the last few weeks I couldn't go live. So that's why I haven't done anything. So we back in motion. Hopefully I can come back to the when I found out I couldn't go live, I was about to do a live on Neptune retrograde. Hey, Quan Frederick. That's my boo. I miss you. Oh, I miss you so much. So, I was going to do a live a few weeks ago about Neptune retrograde. Neptune goes out of retrograde December 1st, and we still have Uranus in retrograde, and that goes out in January 5th. Y'all know I keep my handy notebook. January 18th. Neptune. And so my plan, I already got Neptune notes. Y'all, this is ridiculous, right? I already got notes on Neptune. I have to write down my notes on Uranus. because going into this holiday season, well, by the time Christmas come, Neptune will be out of retrograde, but we'll still have Uranus in. So I'm gonna probably do a live. I might do a separate live, one on Neptune and then one on Uranus, because you know Neptune, that's your planet of dreams and psychedelic and spirituality and religion and you know your spiritual self, that being free, that you know also deals with the planet of addiction and you know reality. Uranus is your planet of help me out. Uranus is your planet of revolution and stirring shit up. So we're gonna talk about that. Hopefully the next live. If I can get live tomorrow, we'll do Neptune, and that'll give me a day or so to get my notes together for Uranus retrograde. So y'all have a good one. I love y'all. Be blessed. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna put this video on my YouTube channel so y'all can check it out. Love you. Thank you for tuning in to the Sweetest Body, Peace, and Love. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and TikTok. Bye-bye.